Alright, today we're going to show you how we go about doing the upper radiator support on these LS swaps, okay?
Okay.
We got to make them look nice, and they can't all be zip tied like Emily's truck, so we're going to do a real quick video and show you how we use the donor radiator support, and we make something that looks nice. You don't have to have a welder to do it. It's nice if you do. If you have a TIG welder, it's even nicer. We don't have one, but we wish we did. That's on our to buy list, I guess, right?
On our Christmas list.
Yeah, so we'll show you how we do it not having those tools. Like most people don't, okay? And it looks nice when we're done, I think. So we'll see what you say, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, so a while back, one of our subscribers, he sent us a video and showing us how he took one of our ideas from using the donor radiator support, and he did a really nice job. He did have a TIG welder.
Yes.
And he made this thing look like a piece of art, okay? And it gave us the idea to do this, and we appreciate that. She'll probably have a link to that one if somebody wants to watch that.
Yep. But
we're going to show you how we do it, and it's pretty easy and simple, okay?
Yep.
So we use a 34-inch radiator on these. We use the stock electric cooling fans for it, okay? So this is the piece off the original 2004 truck or Suburban or whatever that this came out of, all of our engine harness and all that stuff. And we're going to use it to hold the radiator in its spot and the fan in its spot, okay? And the way we're going to do it, it's going to bolt in there just like normal. And then we're going to build ourselves a couple little brackets, one bracket on this side and one on the other to go to that, and have it bolt together, and easy peasy, right?
yes.
Good.
It's sweet when they're done.
Yeah. So I took this, I cut it at the length that I thought it looked nice, all right? And now I'm going to take and hello Pepper.
Hello, Pepper.
I'm gonna bolt it in here because the radiator and the fan, they have a lot of wiggle room, okay?
Yeah.
But it doesn't when you have this thing bolted up to it. So it kind of only bolts up one way. And this thing is also made to work with the smaller radiator, okay? That's what the other holes are for.
Oh, okay.
All right, so you can adapt them to that, like on the older pickups, like a pre-1973, okay?
Yeah.
So, in fact, the video that he sent us was on that generation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The other thing, real quick, okay? When you put your radiator in, make sure your radiator is as low as you can get it, okay?
Okay.
There is not much room between the top of the hood in this, and you don't want to do all that work and find out that your radiator is up about a ½ inch and your hood won't close.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, ask me how I know. Okay? Because it's happened.
Yeah.
All right?
Live and learn.
Live and learn.
Pepper, what are you doing?
For people who don't know, this is Pepper.
Yes.
And she was found as a tiny kitten in one of our donor trucks out back.
Yeah. It's our new shop cat.
Just sitting on the floor of a truck, and she was abandoned there.
Yep. She's very helpful.
It's like Emily's new child.
Yes.
Okay, so my tie strap is just holding things forward for me, okay?
Okay.
So when we're done here, basically we want this thing to be sitting right like that, and it's holding the radiator away from the frame right there, so the radiator's not rubbing on anything. You want to make sure of that, and you want something in there that holds it, okay? And this will, right?
Yep.
Right.
Right.
My next problem is I don't like this little pinch weld portion that's sticking up right here. It kind of affects it a little bit.
Oh.
So I'm going to take the grinder and I'm going to grind that off. Okay, I'm going to cut it flat.
Okay. Okay.
All right, we're going to use a welder, okay? Because we do have a MIG welder. But in the event that you didn't have a welder, you could take a piece of 3-inch. This is 1/8 3-inch. You could just bend this, all right? Bend it up and then bend it towards your support,
Yeah.
okay? And then drill a couple holes in it. You could do it without having a welder, all right?
Okay.
I use this stuff to make our brackets that I make for adapting the accelerator pedals. So
Yeah.
I'm going to keep that. But if you wanted to do it that way, you absolutely could, okay? And maybe that might even be the easiest way, okay?
Yeah.
And it would look nice. But what we're going to do is I'm going to make a couple pieces that bolt to the original holes that hold the radiator in on this 85 pickup. All right.
Okay.
So I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm going to make 2 of them this length. We'll just do it this way. Sound effects. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the holes in it first. So I have something to hang on to when I have it in the drill press. So mark where my holes are. I'll get it as close as we can. We'll drill some 5/16 holes, but we could drill them a little big if we needed to, okay? I'll make sure my bolt holes lined up. Okay, they do. So let's make the other end the same. I'll cut this end off of here and we'll just use that as a template for the other side.
Okay.
So we could go ahead and all right, so now we're going to take a piece of 2-inch and figure out about how long we want it. I'm not going to cover that hole because they don't line up on the same on the other side, so I don't want to. I'm just going to leave the holes, okay?
Okay.
We're going to need it about that long. Oops, not that long.
Oh.
Okay, so about that. Magic marker, about there. And it's going to get bent right there, okay? Look good?
Sweet.
Okay. All right, so we're going to make a identical piece. Put that in the vise. Okay.
Okay. Ooh.
Right, so it's going to go like that. Let's make the other one.
you go, all done.
Yep, all done.
Are you looking at the angle on the top piece? Because that one fits pretty flat, but...
Okay. Could go down.
Yeah, it looks like it may just be... The edge is kind of funky right there.
Okay, so shorten it up a little bit, all right?
Okay.
Problem with this one is the radiator sits a little low on that side. We can fix that in a little bit.
That's much better.
All right.
It's where the slotted holes on the radiator and the fan is handy.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna call it good, or you gonna take a little more off?
Yeah, they could use some more off, right?
Yeah. Looking pretty sweet.
It's not going to get much better than that. It's different from side to side a little bit. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So for video's sake, okay, I'm gonna, just to make it fast, I'm gonna eyeball it. You should probably measure it, you know, but I'll get it on here close enough to where a person wouldn't see a difference from side to side. So I'm gonna go with the first hole right there, and I'll mark where it lines up. Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna do two at a time. I'm gonna eyeball this one. Okay. Look good?
Very nice.
Very nice. All right, so I don't want that just to be a square edge, okay? So I'm gonna I'm gonna lop the corners off of it just to make it look a little nicer.
Okay.
And then we can drill one hole, we'll rivet it, then we'll drill the other four, or the other three, rivet it to it. Then we'll do the same to the other one. Do some welding.
All kinds of fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna make my edges now. Look okay?
Sweet.
Good. Good answer, good answer. Piece will go right there.
Okay.
And right there.
I like it.
Okay, so aluminum. Like I said, we don't have a TIG welder, so how are we going to fasten something to that? You could use like some kind of, some kind of screw, but it isn't going to be too tough on aluminum.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Okay, we'll weld it up now, okay?
Okay.
So we'll put a weld on it. Alright, so I'm just going to eyeball where I want my next holes, okay?
Okay.
We really don't need to do, should we do 4 or 3?
I think 3 would be good.
Yeah.
One in the center there.
Yeah, it'd be fine. And right there. let's mark it so we know this one's the left one, okay?
Okay.
So we don't need to put a mark on that one because we'll know that one's the right one, right?
Oh, okay. So by doing it this way and using that top piece from the donor, it's basically you install the radiator and the fans the same way you would in a 2005 Tahoe or Silverado.
Exactly. The radiator would come out just by doing 6 bolts. These two, those two. Make it pretty simple.
Yeah.
You have to take the radiator out. Okay, so we have our brackets made, all of our holes drilled. Before I have that on there, I'm gonna go ahead and take my corners off just to dress these up a little bit. Okay, and then when the camera wasn't rolling, I already did one of them.
Ooh.
But I can take and clean my weld up a little bit, make it look better. I still got to do some to that one, but you can make them, look nice.
Yeah.
All right. So let me take the corners off of it, and then we can finish it up later, but get it done.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, rivet time.
Ooh. Some riveting content for everyone.
Okay. All right. My 1/4-inch rivet gun. Could have done this on the car, but this rivet gun only works if you're doing it horizontally for some reason.
Yes.
Upright.
Real pain in the...
Yeah. I think you can rent these. I'm sure you can. See, I hold it upright and it works for some reason. I could do it upside down all day long. It will not work. But right there, no problem.
Okay. Doink.
One bracket done. Come on.
Put them all in there at once so you don't have to fight it.
Yes. Yeah. Otherwise it will be a problem. I've taken this apart and tried to figure out why it does that. I can't figure it out. Maybe time to buy a new 1/4-inch riveter.
Need a 1/4-inch rivet sponsor.
We could be the rivet channel. We do nothing but door panels with window regulators that need to be riveted in.
Yeah.
That's why I own this thing, because that's the way most door window regulators were back in the day. You had to rivet them in.
Yeah. Drill them out.
So that thing's old. I bought that in the early 90s.
Whoa.
Maybe that explains why it doesn't work anymore. Okay. All right, so we'll clean it up all later, but we don't want to make you sit through a video that long. I'm going to just use some grade 8 5/16 bolts with a washer. I bought some bolts that have a shoulder on them that'll look nicer, but I can't find them.
They're in here somewhere.
Yeah. I see. Go. Okay, so there it is. And like I said, it's sitting as far down as possible. And it looks nice.
It does.
Okay? I'm also playing with another idea. Let me show you.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
I love your ideas.
Alright, of course, the way it is right now, we'll take and paint it up and everything and make it look nice, put some better bolts in it. But I took this off the donor, and I was thinking about using it. I gotta trim it up, of course, to make it work and get rid of the sticker that's on that. But I could also add that to it if I wanted to.
That was pretty cool.
Alright. So,
Ooh, it's even got the perfect spot for a UTX sticker.
excellent.
It's like it was meant to be.
Yep. So I'd have to do some trimming on it and clean it up, but when it was done, it would fit that perfectly and cover some of that stuff. So
Hide it a little bit more.
yeah, I might try to do that. We'll see, but that's one idea. But even so, the ones that we've done in the past, we've just done this, painted up nice, and it looks great and it functions great. Okay?
Yeah, it simplifies the whole install pretty good.
That's right. So, radiator installed.
I like it.
Alright. Alright, so that's how we do the upper radiator support, okay? We think it's pretty simple and it ends up looking really nice. Thanks to Junior for sending his video and giving us an idea and a direction to go with that. We appreciate it, okay?
It's one of those things that there's 1,000 ways to go about it. So we'd love to hear about what you guys have done. Feels like a good place to mention. We have a Facebook group, UTX Swap Talk. If you want to head over there, we'd love to hear your swap story and see what you guys have done on yours. If you have some ideas on how to use this plastic piece, this cover, we'd love to hear about it. We love hearing how somebody else goes about it and the ideas that you guys have. As always, we hope this video helps you out. We appreciate you guys watching, and we will catch you next time.
Yeah, but don't comment on anything that I do.
Yeah, don't say anything mean.
I don't like meanies.
No meanies. That'll be our next UTX shirt.
Yeah.
It just says no meanies.